Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy Sunday night. Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy Sunday. Yo, yo, what is up? Damien, what's up, Damien? How's it going, big dog? Happy Sunday to you as well, sir. Hopefully, all is well. Darren, what's up, big Darren? Darren, I was thinking about you. I was watching the NHL playoffs. You told me to root for the Tampa Bay Lightning, so what did I do? I was rooting hardcore for the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a game. What a game. What a game. What a game. Crazy game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. That second goal that the Canadiens scored was insane. And for them to only put 9 shots on goal for the entire game, Darren, I have to know what you think about that game. So, you have to let me know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck to everybody. Mikel, welcome. First break ever. Mikel, welcome aboard, my man. Tusks up. Mikel shooting for the Mammoth here tonight. Hey, good luck, sir. First break ever. There is such a thing as first break mojo. The guys in the group chat will tell you, but good luck to you, sir. Not only for tonight, but welcome to the hobby. It's a fun one, and we got a great group of guys here. Tony, what is up, big Tony? Tony in the house. Hey, what's going on, Troy? How about them Cubbies? 16-4 in the last 20 games. Troy, 11 wins at Wrigley Field in a row. I know Troy feels me right now. Troy, let's go. The Cubbies are on top of it. Let's stay on top of it. Jean-Rie, what up, Jean-Rie? Oh, sorry to hear that, Darren. I didn't know it was the last 4 years, but yes, that is a recipe for changes. You can't just get there, you got to finish. I've been watching a lot of NHL this last week. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. New guy mojo for sure. Damien, us Blackhawk fan. Damien's got it right. If we're talking about the Blackhawks in the playoffs, that's what it's all about. Damien, I think we're 2 years out. Give us 1 more year. I need like a veteran presence next year. We got to sign somebody. Like that chick would be an amazing signing. Give me 2 years. 2 years, we better be talking about the Blackhawks in the playoffs or we messed up. Do they do they want Steve Y back? You know, we're gonna pass, Tony. We're gonna pass. Tony, how about your Pistons? How about your Pistons finally getting through? Congrats to you, sir. It's not like Michigan needs any more accolades, but the Pistons finally got through. Needed it, yes, needed it. Moises Ballesteros, Damien. Moises is the truth. I don't have it on paper, but I'm nicknaming him the truth. Moises has got tree trunks for legs. He's LaDainian Tomlinson of the Chicago Cubs. He's a big boy. He's a thick boy. 2 C's. 2 C's on the thick. Oh, Tony, stop it. Too many, that's what she says. You can't keep up. Well, what can I say, Tony? You got to pay to play, you know? You're going to play the music, might as well dance. The 76ers to come back down from 1-3. I was not predicting that, Troy. You and me both, man. They need to add gifts. Believe me, I'd be the first one on it. My gift game is strong. You guys don't want to play with the gifts. That would be legit. Thanks for joining me on Sunday night, fellas. All weekend, I've been in the land of Tony. I've been in Michigan for a wedding in Battle Creek, Michigan. And let me tell you, I'll be the first one to say, I was impressed. I've never been to Battle Creek, Michigan as an Illinois guy, but it was family friendly. I was surprised by how clean it was. So shout out to Tony in the land of Michigan. That was a fun time. Fun time. I don't want to live there, but it was fun to visit. I'll tell you that. How the turntables have tabled. How the turns have tabled. Exactly, Damien. Exactly. We drove through Benton Harbor. So that's probably a blessing that we flew on by. That's probably it. That's probably it. Nothing but good times though. Benton Harbor is rough. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I will not stop the family there. All right, guys. Welcome back and welcome to everybody that's new. We got several newbies on the break tonight to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks Memorabilia. My name is Bart. I'm happy to have you here. As I always say, this is not a brick and mortar establishment. It's just one guy. I am a high school math teacher by trade with a love of sports and bringing people together. And the people that we brought together in this break room is second to none. Benton Harbor need not apply. If anybody here is from Benton Harbor, I apologize, but hey, it is what it is. Just if we call it like it is here at Call Your Shot Sports Memorabilia. We got 7 items here tonight. We're excited about it. For the football, we've got the black bag jersey as well as the Series 3 on the Gold Rush, which did us well last week with the Adrian Peterson. So I got plenty of that to get us through the summer as well as into the fall with the start of the new season. So I'm excited about that. I'm down to 2 last hockey pucks, fellas. So this is the second to last hockey puck that I have. So tonight we are opening 78 out of 100. Hopefully that's a lucky number for somebody. For baseball, my last sign in slab for Series 2. Last sign in slab for Series 2 as well as an RSA jersey. For the multi-sport, we're going jersey and we're going multi-sport value pack. In case you're wondering, what is going to replace the sign in slabs, which is the regular one? Well, if you took a look for next week, fellas, we're rocking the Hall of Fame. I've been talking about it for several weeks. The Hall of Fame baseball edition. It is going to be $1 more per spot. But let me tell you, we got a checklist on this one. And the checklist looks absolutely insane. I cannot wait to open this product. I got several boxes here. I'm excited about it. On the front cover, Hank Aaron. We got Sandy Koufax, Yogi Berra, Derek Jeter, Jim Tomei, Ken Griffey, Nolan Ryan. Fellas, this is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if I might be the last person that still has these. I've been holding on to them for about 5 months now, waiting for baseball season to kick around. And now that my Cubbies are officially on top, Damien knows it's time to open the Hall of Fame baseball edition. Feel free to jump in next week. Next week, we got it in there, fellas. I'm looking forward to that. If you're wondering what's going to replace hockey, we got 2 pucks left for the hockey. We're going to do some basketball. I got basketball jersey from RSA. And I got full-size basketballs, signed basketballs here from RSA. First time ever. I've never tried this product. I saw good things. I've seen good reviews. I watched a bunch of videos online. So we got basketball. Basketball replacing hockey. And hopefully we'll get some baseball bats and things like that in. That's what's up. Yes, the checklists. Checklists are much needed. So I'm excited about that. It's Michigan's Gary, but not as smelly, Tony. Okay, that one hit differently. I understand. I've been to Gary many a time, going to Indiana Dunes, and Gary is not the place to be. And I hope the Chicago Bears don't find their way there. Very transparent. Yes, I am. I take pride in that. All right, fellas, we're going to get after it. I think we've been here for about 10 minutes. We got 11 people here. If you're into the Facebook scene, we got a Facebook group in the video description. There's a link. Feel free to jump in. We'd be happy to have you. A lot of the same characters here in the chat are up on our Facebook group. I'm happy to call them friends of mine. I don't know if they would call me an acquaintance, but I would call them friends. So I'm happy to have them. We're going to get after it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would truly appreciate it. Might not make a big difference to you, but it does to me. And for that, I appreciate it wholeheartedly, fellas. Thanks to everybody that jumped in this week, and special shout out, as always, to those people that helped me fill the break. We are completely thrilled here tonight, and that wouldn't be possible without you guys jumping in. So thank you very much. We'll jump in here to football to start. We'll have a good time. If you're a new person, feel free to jump in the chat. I imagine the guys in the chat will welcome you wholeheartedly, much like we've done. We know we got some Mammoth fan here tonight, so that's exciting. Welcome aboard. We're happy to have you. All right, quick trip around the bag, black bag edition for football to start us off. Per usual, a friendly reminder that eBay does require I mark all items as shipped, regardless if your team hits or not. If you do end up seeing a tracking number up on eBay, that is your confirmation that your team is the one that hit. And of course, that's your team is the one that is getting the signed memorabilia. Of course, the memorabilia goes to the team that shows up here in the black bag or in the boxes or whatever we are opening. I know the breaks are more fun when your team hits, but stick with it. We've had some guys absolutely on fire lately. And for them, I hope that the fire continues. And for those of you that are not on fire, I hope that we start a spark here tonight. All right, fellas, we're rocking football on the black bag 2026. Enough talking about it. It's time to be about it. I'm glad to hear everybody's well. And thank you guys for jumping on, making it enjoyable. Good luck to all teams. Here we go, fellas. Black bag edition for football. Here we go. All right, I see some red. All right, red and white. We got Rozier on the big 30 with the Heisman inscription. It looks like Mike Rozier. Nebraska. Does that look right? I know Damien's a Nebraska guy. We got the Big Ten is well represented in our break room. I got the Heisman on the 83. Beckett cert, fellas. W037839. W037839. All right, I'm under good authority that this is a college jersey. Damien's telling me this is Nebraska, and I know Nebraska is his jam, so I trust it. I'm going to go take a peek and see where it belongs. As always, in the case that we open up some football or any jersey and we get a college jersey, it will go to the team that he played the longest for. Damien's telling me 49ers. I appreciate that. Oh, best break of there is. Oh, too kind to me. Too kind to me, Damien. What a guy. Thank you. You guys are too nice to me. Stop it. Stop it. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Mike Rozier. And first and foremost, let me make sure that this is... I trust Damien, but let me make sure. Damien's telling me Nebraska. It is. Damien is correct. Mike Rozier, Heisman 83 on a Nebraska custom. I'm going to go to Pro Football Reference. Let's take a peek. Mike Rozier, drafted by the Oilers in the first round. Second overall, running back. Running back out of Nebraska. Played high school in New Jersey. About 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns. Can't argue with that. And it was Houston. Houston for 6 years. So Houston for 6 years for the Oilers. And if I am not mistaken, the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Titans. If I am not mistaken. So this is going to be a tiny tit. This one's going out to the Titans. Yep, exactly. Also play with the Oilers. Exactly right, Mr. Damien. It's a nice hit. This one's gonna be Oilers, which is Tennessee Titans. So Titans here tonight. Tennessee Titans, we got Dave. Dave J. Congrats to Dave. Dave is one of our regular guys. Not sure if he's here tonight. He told me last week that he's been on the road. He's getting on the road. We're kind of regularly here on the weekends. Not sure if you're here, Dave. I appreciate you, my man. Hopefully everything is well on the road. And if you're not watching live, we got the Mike Rozier on the Nebraska Custom coming your way. I know at least one person in the chat that's a little bit jealous of it. So that's pretty sweet. Heisman 83. Nothing wrong with that. Heisman running back, second overall draft pick. I'll take it. We'll take those. We'll take those. We'll take those. No, yeah. Damien said he's going to the road now. Damien's taking his job on the road just to give him that kind of. Is that road, Dave? That is. Congrats to Dave. Damien said he's taking his work on the road just to increase the likelihood of the hits. I got respect for that. I know there's some guys in the chat that would tell you that they're rebranding their accounts on eBay to get that first break mojo. This has been a fun running joke here in the chat. All right, fellas. We got Series 3, 2026 Gold Rush autograph football jerseys, 100-player checklist featuring all 32 NFL teams. We opened our first box last week. We had a pretty solid hit for the Vikings and Adrian Peterson. The checklist looks pretty solid. And look at the hit list here. Front cover. Solid hits. I'd love to find one of these on the front for somebody. That would be pretty sweet. All right, let's get after it. Quick little trip around the box. And of course, I'm going the Darren orientation on the box, completely opposite of what I used to. Darren has he's made some influential changes here in the break room. Darren is the man, the myth, the legend. All right, we'll get after here, fellas. We've got the for Gold Rush, we got the cellophane wrapping, we got that patented secondary seal. There's a double transparency for all the guys that know me. Double transparency. We do got some triple coming up. I'm not going to say the word, fellas. I'm not going to say it there. Of course, if you're enjoying a beverage, transparency is the word for the break room to enjoy a sip of whatever that beverage is. I know some guys like to drink coffee. Some guys like to drink a few things that are a little bit stronger than that. And there's nothing wrong with that, fellas. You'll thank me tomorrow. That's what I always say. All right, good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. Why not? Why not us? And why not tonight? Why not this box right here? One of these headliners. Let's do it. There goes the cellophane wrapping, fellas. And there's that patented Gold Rush secondary seal. Doing what seals do. Being all sealed and stuff. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams. Gold Rush. Jersey. There goes the seal. Good luck to all teams. What do we got this week? Somebody call it into existence. What are you looking for? I got an appreciation and respect for anybody that calls their shot. That's why the break room is called what it is. Here we go. Okay. I recognize the colors, fellas. Okay. Here we go. It's for my Bears, your Bears, our Chicago Bears. How about Dick Butkus? Hey. How about Dick Butkus? That is fire. Okay, whoever gets this, let's talk. Dick Butkus on a big old 51. Let's go. Okay. That's dope. Dick Butkus. Nice autograph there. Beckett cert here, fellas. I got WY43612. WY43612 on the Beckett. Dick Butkus. An iconic signature, but an even more iconic name. That is dope. Chicago Bears this week. This one's going out to Mike. This one's going out to Mike A. Mike A on the Chicago Bears. Another one of our regular guys to go along with Dave. Congrats, Mike. Not sure if you're here tonight. Sometimes Mike goes incognito on us, and he's here, but he won't say too much. If you're here tonight, Mike, congrats. If not, if you're watching after the fact, congrats, sir. I am jealous of that one. And as I've told you before, Mike, I'll tell you again. How many frozen pizzas do I got to send you? Chicago style, of course. How many Chicago style frozen pizzas do I got to send you for the trade on this Dick Butkus jersey right here? He has not taken me up on it yet, but maybe I just got to up the amount of frozen Chicago style pizzas to get it done. There he is. Congrats, Mike. Mike, congrats. Hey, Mike, let's talk frozen pizza. Dick Butkus, what do you need? How many? What topping? Of course, I'm just messing around. Unless you're serious, then I'll send you some frozen Chicago style. Awesome. All right, we're going to hockey. It's been a lot of fun watching the playoffs for the NHL. I'm excited to see the rest of it. My son is particularly interested as well. We're watching the Lightning and the Canadiens. I was rooting for the Lightning after Darren told me that that's the team I should be rooting for. It didn't pan out. So now, Darren, just tell me who the next team is. Darren, just tell me who the next one up. A case of Georgia peaches. Troy, that is inspirational. I'll make it happen. Damien, no worries. Enjoy the movie night. Shout out to you and the missus. Enjoy it, Damien. All right, let's get after it. How about some hockey? A case of Georgia peaches sounds about right. I don't know if Mike's game for it, but that sounds about right. Whatever Troy's offering, I offer double. Just messing Troy. That's good humor. All right, took you on a quick trip around the box itself for the hockey. Fellas, we got box 78 out of 100 tonight. Hopefully that's a lucky number for somebody. 78 out of 100. My second to last hockey puck. We've had some nice hits come out of here. I'm hoping there's another one here tonight. We got triple transparency on this guy. Cellophane wrapping. Well, actually, we might even have more than that. We got the sleeve as well as the hit parade. Double patented secondary seal. Let's get after it. All right, good luck to everybody in hockey. Dick Buck is coming out. That's dope. All right, here we go. There goes the cellophane wrapping. Like I said, fellas, box 78. Let's do it. There goes the sleeve. And we got two of them. We got two seals here. All right, here goes the right. Here goes the left. Hoping for a nice banger here. Somebody that's in the playoffs will be really cool. Both seals are open. Good luck to all teams. All right, here we go. Going for the Avalanche. No worries. I'll start rooting for the Avalanche. I'll tell my son. Here we go. Good luck to all teams. All right, here we go. I'm going to slow roll a little bit. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Ooh. How about for the Winnipeg Jets? Winnipeg Jets. Silver Sharpie, black background. Looks like a number 13. All right, Darren, you're going to let me know. Still not where I need to be on some of these names, but I'm getting better, I promise you. How about Gabriel Velarde. What am I looking at here, Darren? Or if anybody else wants to chime in. Anybody else better at hockey than I am? I don't claim to be a guru. Gabriel Velarde. Good or no good? You have to let me know. Gabe Velarde on the Jets. It's a nice puck. It's a nice autograph. How about for a player? Medium? All right. I'll take it. Medium beats low. All right, I'm going to go take a look. Velarde. Gabe Velarde. We got a center for the Winnipeg Jets. First round, 11th draft picked overall. He's got 30 goals this year, 120 goals for his career. He was drafted in 2017. Let's see what we got here. He's having a career year. His last couple years, 23, 22, 27, 30 in terms of goals. Younger guy on the up and up. He's only 26. That's pretty dope. It's a medium. There are worse players on the checklist for sure. There are worse on the checklist for sure. Winnipeg Jets tonight. This one's going out to Mark. This one's going out to Mark H. Congrats, Mark. Gabriel Velarde, 30 goals, 39 assists. And you got a Darren medium. I'll take that every day of the week. Congrats. Gabe Velarde coming out. Winnipeg Jets, and that's Mark H. Congrats, congrats. Silver Sharpie on black puck. There will never be anything wrong with that. All right, 1 second, fellas. I had one of my gloves come apart here. Get reset. No glove, no Jordan Love, even though football is done. All right. Gabe Velarde on the Jets hit for Mark H. All right, Mark, I'm going to push this box off to the side, but I got you. We'll get this thing squared away. All right. Yeah, you would keep it. Yeah, he's getting better for sure. He needs a trade. Oh, no kidding, Troy. After 11 years in Georgia, you're moving back? That's what's up. All right, Troy, you let me know. If you're back in the Shy, you let me know what game we're going to. And I'm going to hit you up. You and me, Bears game. We don't have to sit next to each other to have a good time. That's what's up. You came back at the right time. They've been, maybe not speaking for the last 2 years, but they've been pretty buns for about 10 or 15. So for you to come back at the right time, I think you were doing it right in Georgia. So, all right. How about some baseball? What are we doing, fellas? Are we doing the signed and slabbed? That's my last one for Series 2. Signed and slabbed or the jersey? What are we doing for baseball? Who's got me? Baseball. The National. Yes, the National's coming. Jean-Rie, end of July. Who's meeting us out? I think Jean-Rie's in. If anybody wants to come out to Chicago, maybe Troy will be around. Troy, if you're back in town for the National at the end of July, beginning of August, sports card show at McCormick Place. Let's get it. Jean-Rie. I think Jean-Rie's going to come out. Yeah, that would be sweet. What are you thinking, fellas? We doing this sign and slab to the jersey? Whoever hits me up first, sign and slab their jersey for baseball. Where's the mojo? Yeah, we have to hook up and be right. Maybe catch some dinner, some Chicago style pizza. I'm always down. There's a couple of really good burger joints by the McCormick Place as well. Not at the Rosemont anymore. Yeah, it's at McCormick Place, right on the lakefront. And the list looks pretty solid for everybody that's signing. So I got to bring some memorabilia myself and get it signed up. All right, nobody's saying anything, so I'm going to go sign and slab. Nope, never mind. The man, the myth, the legend has spoken. Tony tells me Jersey, we do Jersey. All right, Tony, I got you. I just spent the weekend in your homeland. I got respect for that. RSA, Jersey coming here. In terms of RSA, we only got the patented secondary seal on the RSA here. I'm going to take you on a quick trip around the box itself regardless. But I'm looking forward to hitting up the National. I'm going to bring some baseballs. I might bring some 8x10s, maybe even a jersey, a baseball bat. See if I can get hooked up. For sure. Those cards are legit. That's my last one. I'm hoping it's holding an absolute monster. All right. Good luck to everybody in baseball. Let's get after it. We know RSA. Single secondary seal. And this one looks tight. What are they trying to hide? Is it a monster in here, RSA? I hope so. Here we go. Good luck to all teams in the baseball. We've had some nice names come out here tonight. Let's keep that trend going. All right, there goes the seal, fellas. Good luck to everybody. RSA baseball jersey. No way. 2 weeks in a row. Chicago White Sox. What are the odds? Chicago White Sox. This is Joe Creedy. It's the right city, but the wrong side of town. But I'm not going to lie. Joe Creedy, he's a baller. Beckett cert. I got the tag in here. Beautiful autograph on the Joe Creedy. Look at that. Whoever was Joe Creedy's penmanship teacher, this is your moment. Look at that. This is one of the most beautiful autographs. And he was a baller, in my opinion. Wrong side of town, though. Beckett cert. BA 28992. BA 28992. Joe Creedy. Chicago White Sox. I'm going to open it up anyway. Joe Creedy had a couple really big-time home runs and clutch moments, as well as some very solid defensive stops. Chicago White Sox. 24 inscription. Beautiful autograph. Instrumental player in their 2005 World Series run. Can't say I'm a fan of the team, but game recognizes game. Oh, okay. Troy Cubs, wife Sox. My wife started the same way, and then I brought her to the good side. She's a Chicago Cubs transplant. We had to switch her over. All right, Chicago White Sox. And this week for the White Sox, we got Darian. Darian's I think this is Darian's first time in the breaks. So congrats to Darian. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is Darian's first break. So first break mojo for Darian F. Congrats to Darian on the Chicago White Sox hit. Not sure if you hear Darian here tonight, but congrats. Thanks for jumping aboard. We're happy to have you. And congrats on a very nice Chicago White Sox hit, in my opinion. Joe Creedy, solid player. New guy mojo. Congrats. All right. We got the jersey. Let's get after this signed and slabbed. Last one I got. At least for this. And then we know for next week, we're going to be rocking with that Hall of Fame edition. If you weren't here earlier, the checklist for the Hall of Fame edition is absolutely sweet. And on the front cover, they got a Hank Aaron 6. On the signed and slabbed, Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey. Man, the checklist is crazy. I'm looking forward to that product wholeheartedly, and I'm hoping that there are some absolute studs. It is only Hall of Famers in that product next week. There's nobody that is not a Hall of Famer, so that's cool. Hopefully it produces. All right. Much like all the other signed and slab for us. Let's take a quick trip around the box. Triple transparency here, fellas. We got the cellophane wrapping, patented secondary seal, doing what seals do. And on the inside, we got a little black bag. So let's get after it. Last one I got. Last box mojo. Let's do it. Although I will say for last week, we hit a Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves with a blue autograph. That was absolutely dope. Absolutely dope. All right, here we go. Let's get that seal. Doing what seals do. Until now. Adios. All right. Black bag. Empty box. Let's do it. Tiny black bag. Tiny trip around. All right. Good luck to all teams. Next week, we got the Hall of Fame edition. How about a big hit here to close it off? Product's been good to us. All right. Good luck to all teams. And a solid rip to boot. Under pressure. All right. Good luck to all teams. Oh, baby. That'll do. That'll do just fine. How about Ben Zobrist? Nailed it. Hey, thanks, Tony. I appreciate the vote of confidence. How about Ben Zobrist on the Tampa Bay? Gem Mint 10, PSA, DNA certified. Ben Zobrist, Gem Mint 10. Blue autograph. Cubs guy. Instrumental in our World Series. Troy knows. If Damien wasn't being a really good guy and hanging out with his wife, he would know. Of course, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the movie night with the wife. But if you come back and watch Damien, that's a nice hit. Ben Zobrist. Heck yeah. A lot of off-field drama going on with the family, but never spilled over to the field. What a tank. Tampa Bay. PSA, DNA certified. Ben Zobrist, Gem Mint 10. That's dope. All right. For Tampa Bay, this week we got Alex. Tampa Bay Rays going out to Alex A. Congrats, Alex A. Congrats to Alex. Alex A on the Ben Zobrist PSA DNA certified Gem Mint 10. Congrats. Jealous of that one. It is on a Topps All-Star game card. And it's a 2013. 2013 Topps. Looks like Series 1. Topps All-Star Game Series 1. Nothing wrong with that. PSA DNA certified. Gem Mint 10. Congrats, Alex. That's dope. All right, I'm going to scoot these guys over. Joe Creedy. Dick Butkus. A lot of Chicago love here tonight. Zobrist, Creedy, Butkus. All right, guys. We've moved to the multi-sport stage of the game. So then in terms of multi-sports, for the value pack, we got 3 left, 1, 5, and 6. But let's hit up the jersey first. Good luck to everybody here on the multi-sport. Again, multi-sport a little bit different. Instead of per team, we're going per sports. We've got baseball, football, basketball. We've got hockey. And we've got the other spot that covers a lot of things. Quick trip around the bag itself. We've had some pretty solid hits come out of here, fellas. I've been digging the multi-sport, and I know a lot of you guys have been as well. So good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. Multi-sport. Gold Rush. Black Bag. Good luck to all teams. Good luck to all sports. All right, here we go. All right. And then here tonight's looks like Doc Gooden. This looks like a Doc Gooden hit. This is going out to baseball. A very iconic autograph. Definitely into the stitching. Definitely into the stitching, but nothing wrong with that. Iconic. Iconic autograph, iconic player. Beckett Cert. BMA. 5844. Come on now, camera. BM. It's not BMA. It's BM4. BM4 5844. BM4 5844. Dwight Gooden. That one's going baseball on the multi-sport. Baseball for the Dwight Gooden. And that looks like Yankees. Let me double check. It's baseball, so we can take a peek. Yankees. Gooden. Yep. New York. It's a nice hit. Dwight Gooden. Baseball multi. All right, baseball. Baseball this week. We got Braden H. Braden H has been a regular guy in our break room for a long time. So congrats, Braden. Got Dwight Doc Gooden on Yankees coming out your way on the number 11. Congrats, Braden. All right, fellas. We got 1, 5, and 6 here in the multi-sport value pack. I do have another case of these that I'm excited to push us through for the summer. But as you can see, 1, 5, and 6 still rocking, still alive. 1, 5, and 6. Let's do it. I'm going to take us over to the dice roller. Dice roller will tell us how many times we're going to randomize them. No worries. Adios, Tony. Have a good one, my man. Hope you have a great week. See you, Mr. Tony. All right, fellas. Let's rock with some dice roll. As always, if you guys let me know that we can see it. I know that can be annoying, but I want to be as transparent as possible. Make sure everybody can see. Thank you, Mr. Darren. Much appreciated. All right, let's do it. How about a quick dice roll? We're going to roll 2 dice to see how many times we're going to randomize the remaining spots. We got 5. 5. All right. I'll share the remaining spots. We got 5 on the dice roll. How about 1, 5, and 6 left? You guys can probably see me in the corner there. 1, 5, and 6 remain. I've had some really nice hits come out of here. All right, can you guys see this one? Can you guys see the list? Just let me know. Thanks, Darren. All right, so let's do it. We got 1, 5, and 6. We got 5 on the dice roll. Let's do this thing. 1, 5, and 6. There goes number 1. We got 5. Right here, you guys can see randomized 2 times. There goes number 3. There goes number 4. 5th and final time. Whichever one is up top in spot number 1 is the one that we're opening tonight. Good luck to everybody. 5th and final time. We're doing the bookend. We got 1. We got 1 here tonight. All right, we got 1 up top. We're doing one of the bookends. Let's do it. All right. Let's get after it. As you can see, we got 1, 5, and 6. Let's get number 1. 5 and 6 are chilling until next week. And then we got another case after that, which I'm excited about. All right, this box is going to go off to the side. And we got one of the bookends here tonight. We got 1, pack number 1. Quick little trip around the bag itself. Quick trip. Looks like it's in good order. All right, good luck to everybody. Gold Rush 2025 multi-sport value pack, 3 cards per pack. Multi-sport. Let's do it. Good luck to everybody. Oops. All right, let's do a sideways rip. All right, we got Slab in here. I'll try to slow roll it. All right. Up front, we got Adonai Mitchell. Adonai Mitchell on the black and white rookies out of Panini Instant. And it's at Indianapolis Colts. But in terms of the multi-sport, this one's going football. And for football this week, we got Mike. Mike A. Congrats to Mike. Mike A on the football. Adonai Mitchell. Rookie card. Indianapolis Colts. Black and white rookies. 1 out of 680. All right, congrats, Mike, on the football spot. Our second one, oh, baby. We got Press Pass Showcase. We got Roush Fenway Racing Classic Collections. Sheet metal. Sheet metal for 3 different guys. Triple sheet metal. That's pretty cool. And I at least recognize one of these guys' names. I got Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, and Greg Biffle. That's pretty cool. You are now the proud owner of a 2012 Showcase Roush Fenway Racing Classic Collections Materials card featuring race-used memorabilia from Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, and Greg Biffle. Yeah, that is sick. And the name I recognize is Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards. It's number 5 out of 99. 5 out of 99. That one's going to the other spot. And the other spot tonight's going out to Mark. Mark H. This one's going out to Mark. Congrats, Mark, on the other spot. You got yourself a triple sheet metal classic collections racing card. That's cool. And the big boy that came out of the value pack here tonight. We got Robert Poisson. Robert Poisson. I can tell you, definitely a guy that I have in my PC. PSA DNA certified Gem Mint 10 for the Athletics. That's a solid hit. It's on a Bowman first, which is my preferred product. Oakland Athletics. I got a few of his auto in my PC as well. Robert Poisson. 2020 tops. Bowman first. Cool hit in my opinion. Gem Mint 10, PSA DNA certified. Oh, Troy. Biffle passed? I didn't know that. So Troy is recommending that Mark keep it. Troy said that Biffle passed away, Greg Biffle. That might be an iconic relic. Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Plane wreck? No way, Troy. When was that? I am not the most well-versed when it comes to the racing world. But the Poisson for baseball, it also goes out to Braden. So this one's going out to Braden H, as well as the Doc Gooden jersey. So congrats to Braden. Plane wreck. I had no idea. Do you remember when that was, Troy? Was that recent? All right, quick recap. We got Doc Gooden on the multi-sport that went out to Braden. Braden also took home the Robert Poisson. Oakland Athletics. Blue. Thin Sharpie there on the Bowman first. That looks dope. We did have the Adonai Mitchell for the football spot going out to Mike, as well as the Press Pass Showcase, number 5 out of 99. Triple sheet metal Rouse Fenway Racing that went out to Mark H. For the baseball, we had Ben Zobrist come out for the Tampa Bay Rays. I believe that went out to Alex. We had Gabe Velarde on the Winnipeg Jets. I believe that also went out to Mark H. Those guys will get to know Doc Gooden there. We had Dick Butkus. Dick Butkus came out for the Chicago Bears. I'll have to double check. I think that one was that Mike? Mike on the Chicago Bears. We did have Dave J hits on the Mike Rozier, which was the Nebraska Custom, and that one went out to the Tennessee Titans. We had Joe Creedy. Joe Creedy came out for the Chicago White Sox. Was Darian. That went out to Darian. So there's the recap, fellas. No kidding. Troy. His whole family. Oh, man. That's terrible. I must have read about it at some point, but oh, man. Yep. Congrats, everybody that hit here tonight. I do appreciate it, fellas, wholeheartedly. As I tell you every week, I do appreciate you guys jumping in. Thanks to everybody that helped fill the break, everybody that bought a spot, everybody that's new, everybody that comes back on a weekly basis, and everybody that helped fill the break here tonight. It is much appreciated. Hope you guys are back here next week. I'm excited next week about the opportunity to do some Hall of Fame baseball. I'm excited to see what comes out of this thing. And then not for next week, but the week after, we got some basketball coming. We've got basketball jersey. And for the first time ever, full-size signed basketballs out of RSA. Since we're running low on hockey products, switch gears and jump into some basketball. As always, fellas, I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week. Oh, thank you, Darren. I appreciate it, my man, as always. Hope you guys have a great week. Be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. Enjoy your friends and family. That's what it's all about. I'm going to get all this out in the mail tomorrow morning. All right, fellas. Till next time. Transparency, transparency, transparency. Have a great night and an even better week. See ya.